Day 189, Castro Camera. Castro Camera was located at 575 Castro Street between 18th and 19th. And yes, indeed, it is the store that Harvey Milk founded that ended up becoming, it was his residence. He lived on top of it, and where he ended up launching his 4 political campaigns out of. It's a place that I visit, honestly, on a slow week, at least 2 times a week because of my very popular and successful Castro tour, that we can't have a Castro tour without running or going to Harvey's store. Here's what I want to make very clear in this video, a couple things. And something I don't think enough people understand, and that I make very, very clear on my tour, is that Harvey was not an activist. Harvey was not, he was not out on the streets. He wasn't out, Harvey was a businessman. Harvey Milk was an entrepreneur. He moved to San Francisco to start a camera shop. He became the president. He revived the Castro Merchants Association. I could have that wrong, Castro Village, but essentially, the Chamber of Commerce for the Castro, right? The Small Business Association, revived it, became the first president, and then brought back the Castro Art Walk, or the Castro Street Fair, I think. The Castro Street Fair is what he brought back. And then launched his political career. So none of that, I want people to get the sense, none of that would have been possible if he hadn't, his political career and all of everything that has come from that, all of the rights that we've gotten, that you can almost trace a line from legalization of gay, all of that was due to the fact that he moved to San Francisco from New York after he was dishonorably discharged from the military to start a camera store. The location, I'm pretty sure I've done a video on this, now has a private art gallery, Queer Arts Featured, QAF for short. But the other thing about the location is that Harvey's ashes are underneath the plaque in the front of the store. So not enough people know that, and I don't blame them for this because they don't know, and it's not displayed there. But on my tours, I do not allow people to stand on there. Again, it's the first thing I say, so people already know. But it really bothers me when I see, because obviously I'm not the only person that gives a tour in the Castro, but you should not be standing on either of those plaques. I think either one, it's just disrespectful. But when you visit 575 Castro, which the original location of Castro Camera, the current location of Queer Arts Featured, one of the remnants of when that used to be a blue-collar working-class neighborhood, and then Castro Street became like the commercial corridor, right, of Eureka Valley, Little Scandinavia. Take my tour, you'll learn more. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, don't stand on that plaque. Last but certainly not least, I think I've already said this, but there's a very specific reason why Harvey started a camera store. It was very, very common at the time for gay folks to turn in their film, never get their pictures developed. That's also why photo booths came out around this same time, and there's a whole slew of legacy business photo booths up on Market Street, not far from Castro and Market, just outside of the main strip of the Castro. Anyway, a little bit about Castro Camera and the huge legacy that has been created by a small business, which happens more often than you'd think in the beautiful city by the water.